All right. That should be working. Just make sure it's streaming on there before I get started. Yeah. So I just did some drink reviews. So I'll probably be editing those on stream if I have time. I'm already kind of late, but I'll start with this Gundam stuff. Went to the Gundam base yesterday. Also went to an anime convention, but I'm gonna stream the editing and stuff on a different YouTube channel coming up either tonight or tomorrow or who knows what. But anyways, yeah, Gundam base. I already went there originally towards when it opened. So this time I didn't take a ton of photos or anything, and it was very easy to get in. There was no line. The first time I went with one of my friends, it was very early after it opened, like a few days or a day or two. And anyways, we can take a look at what I got this time. So let me pull up a photo viewer type thing. There's not much, it's just a few pictures of model kits and things. Make sure there's no photos I shouldn't show here. That's probably fine. Go to delete that. All right. Yeah, just some pictures of various things there. There we go. So this is where the Gundam base is located. It's in the fashion outlets of Rosemont, Illinois. It's basically a mall. It's a decently sized mall. It doesn't look like, you can't really tell how big the building is there, but it's a decent sized mall once you get in there. I didn't take any photos of the mall really because it's kind of awkward to do that. But yeah, this was one of the staircases in the mall. You're just getting a general idea of its 2 levels for the most part. I did eat there. Got this burger. This was I have the receipt somewhere, but it was a place that I hadn't seen ever. I don't know if it's a chain, but I would have to search around for my receipt. I don't remember what it was called. I could actually look up the fashion outlets. Get a name for the restaurant here. Burger. Chicago Burger Company. So this came from the Chicago Burger Company in their food court. Very pretty solid. The burger itself was $10 though, and then the fries and drink were additional costs. So I mean, it wasn't cheap. So I mean, considering the price, I mean everything is so expensive now. Anyways, that was mushroom Swiss. So it had onion. I try to avoid onion, but I'm fine. I think my body's gotten used to some onion, and it's well cooked onion, so I don't think that's as bad for me as anything. But mushrooms, I like mushrooms. So mushroom Swiss burger with some grilled onion and 2 patties. Pretty good, pretty nice. The fries were solid as well. So yeah, that's what it looked like, a little deconstructed. Not bad if you don't really consider $15 for a meal. That's that. That's again the fashion outlet. It's a pretty nice mall. They they tried to start charging for parking at this mall. I didn't park there. I was parked in the really large parking lot across the street. Uh, so I didn't park in this place, but they've been trying to charge for parking, and that didn't go well. A lot of people complained. They saw a decrease in the people going there, and they at least modified the parking policy so that you get 3 hours apparently now before they charge you for parking, which seems okay. Even so, they just shouldn't be parking. I mean, shouldn't be charging. But it's the suburbs, so I feel like they could do that. It's so busy, and this mall can get very, very busy, especially in the holiday season. So I get it in a way, but also maybe just make more parking so it's not as difficult. But that would be an expense. So who knows? I don't know who owns this mall or what, but yeah, that didn't. There's. I could probably pull up an article. Let's see. Google backlash about charging for parking at the fashion outlets mall Rosemont news. Whoops, news. Okay, the first here we go. So this was August 12th. Let me see if I can pause this video. Oh, it's not playing. So it says the fashion outlets of Chicago reverse pay to park policy at the mall. August 12th. So this previous article, let's see what the details were. I hate autoplay videos so much. Anyways, that's February 27, 2026, when they tried to implement this policy. Introducing a new paid parking program. So the first hour is free, and the reality of 1 hour to be at a mall is goofy, right? Why would an hour isn't enough time? I'm sorry. After that, you can't even enjoy getting lunch, and I don't know if the food would count from this. Let me look at it. So $13 for 3 hours, $20 for 12 hours, $50 for 12 to 24 hours. Free parking validation is available, but you have to spend $100. So if you wanted to go there and eat at a restaurant, you're going to have to pay $13 probably, unless you somehow do a quick, an hour for food, I guess, could work. But even then, you're like concerned. You're probably going to be concerned about, okay, I got to get there, get the parking, go to where I want to go, decide what I want to eat it, wait for the food, eat it, and then go back, and you basically have to leave. Otherwise, you're going to pay $13, or you have to spend $100. So the whole policy, the whole idea of it was comical. So that's what that was. Yeah. And then it looks like they changed it. Previously, the first hour is free, but after that, $13 Yeah. Okay, it basically showed it here too. Minimum of $100 spend. It's stupid. We listened to your feedback. The change on track. I don't know if they mentioned the pricing change. Do they mention? Okay, this doesn't even say the current. That's kind of useless. Let's see if there's a better article. Chicago Tribune. Let's see. Okay, this one also does not say the new. Like, is there anything that says the new? Oh, geez. Uh, let's try this Daily Herald. Okay, I got a login blocking me. You flipping kidding me, bro? I just want to find details. Because I'm pretty sure there's still some potential charges involved, but I can't find what they are. So it says the first 3 hours are, this is the AI. First 3 hours are free. No validation required. Unlike the previous policy, you no longer need to spend a minimum of $100 or visit guest services to waive the fee for the first 3 hours. No purchase necessary. 3 hour window applies automatically to every vehicle entering the parking garage. Rates beyond 3 hours. Mall owner. So the owner is Mace Rich. Uh, they want to penalize commuter use. So I kind of understand the point of that, but so 3 to 12 hours is $20. 12 to 24 hours is 50. So they increased the price. That's funny. Yeah. So they kind of backtracked, but they also increased the price of the longer parking windows, which is probably good in a way, but it's kind of funny how they backtracked, but also didn't in some ways. At the very least, they should 3 hours for the mall. You just still got to time yourself just in case. uh, yeah. I mean, I feel like it should be 4 hours, but 3 hours, sure. Still kind of sus. Anyways, on that rant, it's there. So, realistically, if you don't want to risk any parking issues, find somewhere else to park. The big one also has a charge. But they have a Pop Mart. It's kind of small. I didn't go in there, but I took two photos of some of the displays in the front. So these gigantic. Whoops, let me zoom in here. Almost $1,300 for this gigantic. The Buzz Lightyear one was over here. Yeah, $1,300 for these things. I don't know who's buying these. Like who would want this thing in their house? Oh, that's 1,200. Oh, cheaper. I mean, it's yeah. Uh, Different. It's very different. Anyways, there's the Gundam base. And that is a Gundam. I mean, everyone's got their preferences, right? Like, probably there's people who would think, who wants a Gundam? So, there's some displays of the different anime and such. Yeah. And a bunch of ones here. So, this is one of the Gundam base, limited base version of the ARC 78-3. $70. So, I mean, I feel the same way of like who would buy this? Kind of same thing with this. Who would buy this? Right? I get it. I wouldn't honestly. I don't buy many of these because they're one expensive. And what do you do with 10 of them? I got some in my background. I still have some kits that I haven't built. So it builds up and it's like, okay, what do I do with all this stuff? So I get it in a way, but it's cool to look at. This is like an addition to one of the other model kits. There is Heavy Arms from Gundam Wing, one of my favorites. There's different versions of that. This is a cheaper, more basic one. Here's a larger, more elaborate one. These you can find these at different shops. These aren't special ones. They're pretty available in the US. There's a Tallgeese, my official favorite mecha. I have a Tallgeese kit that I haven't built. I don't know if it's this one, but it's probably similar. And then here's the Miku Gundam Gachapon. This is this one. $6 for that thing. Now I've got two of the same keychain. So I mean, what are the chances that I got this twice? Really? This one would have been good. Pretty much anything else rather than two of the same thing. But that's the problem with his Gachapon stuff, is that you can get duplicates. But yeah, that's so you can see here it says 2x, so two tokens, and each token's $3. So $6 for this thing. And that was the cheap one. Yeah. I don't It's cool and it's fun, but it's also irritating, the whole blind box thing. And clearly these are very expensive, so I think I would have wanted this one if I could have gotten, or I mean, the official one's good. This one's good. This one's good. This one's mid. That one's kind of meh. So either this one or that one would have been cool. This one's cool too. But yeah, I got two of this. So it's Strike Gundam, whatever that is. I don't even know what it is, and I got two of them now. So there's that, and then, and then here's the ludicrously expensive one. And spoiler is that I'm pretty sure I got the Zaku, but the story here is that I couldn't even tell what this meant. It says 3 and 5, so you got 2 slots here. You have to buy 8 total tokens. So 8 times 3. If you want to do the math, that's how much it costs, which is kind of nuts. But I guess I'm nuts and crazy because yeah. So here are the 4 options. I didn't want these two, and I was complaining to the. I asked them if they could just give me a specific one. After I learned the cost of that thing, but it turns out that maybe I did this wrong because I didn't read the information on here. I think I might have turned it the wrong direction first, and it didn't work. So the person basically disassembled the whole thing and pulled my coins out, and they kind of rearranged it a little bit when they were doing it because I think they realized they wanted to help me out. So that was nice, and they stuck one of these into the slot as they were doing it, like a little. But I was standing there looking at the bin of them, and I couldn't just pull one out. They're obviously very strict about policy, which is goofy. But if you've ever been to Japan or understood like the corporate culture of Japan at all, or read about it or anything, they can be very, very rule based, very focused on rules. And that's going to kind of trickle down and apply a lot of the time to even like the entities of Japanese companies or like the foreign locations of a Japanese company. Now, this is not going to be the case of everywhere, everything, but yeah, I feel like that was definitely a very specific situation where I get it, but also it's frustrating. The whole design of Gachapon stuff is not great. And this, when you're spending 8 times 3 money on a little thing, you can't get the one that you want. So I think I would have preferred, ideally, would have preferred this one, but I think I got this one, which is fine. But I didn't want these two because they're just whatever, right? I mean, I guess some people would prefer these, but you can't even see the features and the details of that. So it's irritating. And when you're spending that much. Anyways, that's how that worked. And we've got it here. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to set up my other camera real quick. Switch to studio mode for a bit. And then we can go into back camera mode. You can even do the top down mode too. Let's see. Yeah, I can't tell if the thing is focused properly. That's irritating. I need to come up with some sort of change to OBS. I know I'm not showing it yet, but I'm working on get this camera set up. Oops. These out of the way. All right. Put the top down camera on. Oh, I gotta swap to there. The irritating thing with OBS is that you need to. Geez, hold on. You have to enable and disable the camera if it's turned on after the application starts. Let's see. I really can't tell if that's focused properly. The camera's in some sort of mode that I don't know. I guess I can show this. I can't even tell if it's focusing. It looks like it's in focus. So it's probably good enough. All right. We got balls. We got balls. So this is one I got last time. And it's basically the same as this. The last time I went, I bought this kit. This bear guy. Just got the Gundam base sticker, which is coming off. Let's push that back on. So this is the Gundam base specific colorway for this character. What is that? Do I want to bother opening this is the question. Should I just leave it? But yeah, you could probably kind of tell that it's the same thing. Does it have tape on it? Yeah, this one doesn't have tape on it. Did I get scammed? This one has tape on it. Interesting. So there's that. Another one of the same thing. It's got some little papers and stuff. Yeah, $6 keychain that you can't pick which one you want. So there's that. Let's get that out of the way. You can pretend it's right there. So here's the 3 times $8 Miku Gundam official collab model kit type thing. Let me do a recording of this one. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have the Zaku one. If I can open it. Come on. Ba-ba-da. Zaku. There it is. I got some info here. How to put it together. How to build. Is make sure that the parts are facing the right way, in the right positions. A sample is shown in the image. It's not even showing the Zaku, it's just showing the other one. Bazooka, Zaku bazooka, javelin, Zaku machine gun. Equipped each figure with the weapon included. Attention, hazardous. Yeah. Get some. Miku Zaku. There's that. Oh, there's some small pieces. Get out of the way. Actually, I might need my nippers. I don't know where they are, though. I think it's in one of the boxes. All right, so that is the extent of this $24 Miku Zaku. There's something in here that's making noise. Like rattling. Oh, it's this. Interesting. It's got some articulation. Well, actually, uh, that's kind of impressive. Whoops. Okay. I'm a little more impressed now. It's very fine articulation for a tiny little thing here. Hmm. I'm gonna look for my nippers. I haven't found them yet, but there's the bear guy kit box. I guess I got this when I went there the first time. Some type of trading card game. I'm not sure where those are. There we go. See if I can zoom in more on this. I think it might be in manual focus, which might explain some of the issue here. Well, good enough. Yeah, I just can't tell if it's in focus fully. Anyways, this is this. Here's the entry-level nippers in red. Had these for quite a while now. No surprise, there's more expensive ones and cooler ones. Let's see. Oh, that came off. There's that. I don't know if I need my face cam in here. Turn that off. Yeah. There's that. I have a file somewhere, but not with me at the moment. Well, I think I might have chopped some of the thumb off, but whatever. Can't tell. This is that. That. I think that's it for the nipper. We got our base piece. Yeah, I will say that I kind of understand the pricing now because there is a lot of pre-assembly that they probably did with actual people in some facility somewhere. So that's an impressive amount of articulation, especially considering like this too. Uh yeah, and the painting, not bad. I mean, it's not perfect though, like the spacing and stuff. But for such a small model, that's really not bad. So I can kind of see why it's the cost of, or even more expensive of some of the entry level kits. Yeah, even there, those are moving. This has articulation. It's all pre-assembled too. Does this move? Oh, it does. Yeah. I'd be concerned about dropping this thing though, because this probably would break pretty easily. Little thing on it. Yeah, I kind of get it. The pricing here. Put this on. Oh, this slides off? No, not really. It just holds it in. Oops. Let me adjust this a little bit. Let's go that direction. So they don't give exact instructions here for this specific kit. So we can kind of figure it out. Oops, why is this? It does feel kind of delicate. I think that's in there. There we go. Yeah, the picture is so small that this is very lacking. Oh, that's the machine gun. Whoops. Oops. So it's this, that. This goes on top. Okay. What is this thing? I think that goes there. Uh, there we go. Bro. Okay, I don't know how that is assembled. Yeah, I'm really understanding now why it was just so expensive. I'm gonna assume. Okay. So if this goes this way, see, this is correct. There's a notch there. Okay, that's probably correct. There we go. Very delicate. This thing's just falling off. Does that actually go there? How does that slide in there? That's it? Really? That can't be right. It's sliding off. That one's locked in there pretty well. Doesn't look like it's broken. Jeez Louise. I heard it click. That didn't work. Okay. Shoot, man. Why is it not staying on there? So I don't want to press too hard on anything because I feel like it's gonna explode. And it doesn't want to stay on there. Maybe something fell out that I don't see. Or maybe I put that. Oh, I think I put it upside down. Okay. That's why. There we go. I had the arm upside down. Okay, this is cool. This is so much more detailed than I was expecting. Like articulate. Wow. Yeah, they should have put like the actual thing by the Gachapon or had it displayed somewhere because I think if people had seen like what it actually is, they would be more likely to buy it given the price. So this is clearly much more detailed than I was expecting. I assume this goes in here. No, it doesn't. So this one. I want the other one, man. Bruh. Does this go here? I think so. Yeah. Then that goes there. I can't tell which It looks symmetrical. I'm gonna assume. Oh no. Really? Okay. Oh, shoot. Ah, my goodness. Is that really? Hmm, this. Oh, okay, I get it. There we go. Aha. Now, where does this go? Saku Bazooka? Is this like a different configuration? I don't know where this piece goes. Oh, use the stand joint as needed. So it shoves into its gooch dangle. Ah, okay. So this is a stand piece. You know what? I'm pretty happy with the purchase given the detail of this thing. Wait, what is what goes there? Does nothing go there? Zaku Bazooka? I don't even see the Zaku Bazooka. What? Supposed Why do they show this when it doesn't exist? Oh, okay. It's in the other forms. I see. But I mean the cost of making, that would be so expensive. Just the random nature of this and trying to get all of these would be so expensive. That's insane. But it is cool. Uh, just don't like that there's a empty tab on the top. This is not rotating. Oh, it's kind of tight. Miku Zaku. So we got different hand configurations. The question is which one is supposed to work with this thing? Probably this. Yeah. Okay, this is the other side. So you could put on whichever hand you want. Do I want on, whoops, do I want on this side or do I want this side? Hmm. Do I want, or do I just not want to use the gun thing? It's really on there. So I feel like it'd make more sense to have it over there. Like, how do I get that in there? Remove the arm cover. I don't know what to... My goodness. I Oof. So is that... Yeah, I totally understand why it was so expensive. Look at that thing. Wild. And so much of it was pre-assembled. So just the cost of a worker putting this thing together. Where was it? Okay, made in China. Huh. Oh. I kind of wish that I could get all of them, but I do not want to spend that much money. And then the risk of getting duplicates. I did see them on AliExpress, but I don't know if those are counterfeit. That was made in China, so maybe they're just acquired through some other means. I can't remember how much they cost. I don't think they were cheap, but they were probably cheaper than this. And then you could at least get the ones that you want. So I mean, I could have one official one, and then 3, or just maybe the other standard one, uh, as potentially different. So this thing is the hand that goes. Oh, I guess I could put the... Do I want the hand? There we go. Maybe I should wait to put the cap on before I kind of look at. Whoops, that's not what I want. There we go. That seems like the most efficient way to remove that, but let me make sure I'm. So let's go here. It does show not good, low, not great. I can see why they put it over here. Well, maybe that doesn't matter. My goodness. No, it's falling apart. Come on. Huh? Hmm. Well, can I rotate on there? No. Is it able to grab this thing? Not even close. Maybe that hand is for the bazooka. It doesn't say which hands go to what. There's a hole in the hand, but that does not fit in there. I think I kind of want it without this. Put the regular hands in there. For the moment. Oh. Like, who? Okay, that looks kind of goofy. It's like just standing there with your hands down. Oh, I forgot. How did that get there? Anyways. Well, let's put on these hands. There it is. That's about as good as that's going to get for now. The two different hands and the whatever, but my glasses. Okay. A very interesting kit there. Swap to full view. So there it is. Very detailed, very articulate for such a tiny model. So I do understand why it was so expensive. $24 or whatever it was, 8 times 3 for this thing. It is very posable, very articulate for such a tiny model. Yeah, neat. It's got the Miku, oops, distraction. The Miku Gundam. Do a zoom here. Yeah, anyways, that's very cool. It's gonna go in my background somewhere. But the Miku Zaku. Nice. I came from the Gundam base. Here. Miku Zaku. Probably works. There we go. Yeah, it's in frame. All right. Cool. Well, it's really late. I think I'm going to end stream for now. Maybe I can do something else coming up later, but actually look at the convention photos. I need to edit those drink reviews, obviously, but maybe later. So pretty cool thing here. Let's throw those out. I don't think I need to save that. What is this? Let's put these in here, I guess. It comes with a little stand piece, the two different hands, and of course these instructions. I might as well keep the runners for now. Stuff that in there. Might as well put those back in there. Yeah. Interesting. I kind of wish they would just sell those as model kits instead of doing the Gachapon thing, because it's fully articulate and people could just build that thing from scratch, and it has so many pieces. So kind of a waste as a Gachapon in my opinion, but you know, they do that for whatever and financial reasons, who knows, I don't know, but it's cool. It looks really good. It's very articulate. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna head out for now. Peace. Swap there. See ya.